The history of the standard issue infantry rifle of the United States is a fascinating journey that reflects the technological advancements, tactical doctrines, and changing needs of the American military over the centuries. From the muskets used during the Revolutionary War to the advanced assault rifles of the modern era, the evolution of these weapons offers a glimpse into the broader history of the United States and its armed forces. The story begins in the late 18th century with the adoption of the flintlock musket. During the Revolutionary War, American troops primarily used the British Brown Bess musket and the French Charleville musket. These smoothbore, muzzle-loading firearms were standard issue for the Continental Army. The Brown Bess with a .75 caliber bore was noted for its reliability and ease of use. However, it was not particularly accurate beyond short ranges. The French Charleville musket, slightly smaller at .69 caliber, was another prominent firearm of the period. Both muskets were essential in the American struggle for independence, despite their limitations in accuracy and range. Following the Revolutionary War, the fledgling United States sought to standardize its military equipment. This led to the development and adoption of the Springfield Model 1795, the first musket to be manufactured in the United States. Modeled after the Charleville, the Springfield Model 1795 was produced at the Springfield Armory in Massachusetts. This musket saw service in the War of 1812, providing American forces with a reliable and domestically produced firearm. As the 19th century progressed, technological advancements led to significant changes in firearm design. The development of rifling, which involved cutting grooves inside the barrel to impart a spin to the bullet, greatly improved accuracy and range. This led to the adoption of the rifled musket. The Springfield Model 1855, one of the first rifled muskets used by the U.S. Army, featured the Maynard tape primer system, which was intended to speed up the ignition process. However, it was the subsequent Springfield Model 1861 that became one of the most iconic weapons of the American Civil War. The Springfield Model 1861 was a .58 caliber rifled musket that offered greater accuracy and range than its smoothbore predecessors. It used the mini ball, a conical bullet that expanded upon firing to engage the rifling grooves, further enhancing accuracy. The Springfield Model 1861 was the most widely used firearm by Union forces during the Civil War, and its effectiveness played a crucial role in the conflict. After the Civil War, the U.S. military continued to seek improvements in infantry rifles. The transition from muzzle loading to breech loading firearms marked a significant technological leap. The Springfield Model 1873, also known as the Trapdoor Springfield, was one of the first breech loading rifles adopted by the U.S. Army. This rifle used a hinged breech block that allowed soldiers to load cartridges from the rear of the barrel, speeding up the loading process and improving the rate of fire. The Springfield Model 1873, chambered in .45-70 government, saw service in various conflicts, including the Indian Wars. The late 19th and early 20th centuries saw the adoption of bolt-action rifles, which offered further improvements in accuracy, range, and rate of fire. The Krag-Jorgensen rifle, adopted by the U.S. Army in 1892, was the first bolt-action rifle used by American forces, chambered in .30-40 Krag. This rifle featured a unique side-loading magazine that held 5 rounds. The Krag-Jorgensen saw service in the Spanish-American War and the Philippine-American War, but its complex loading mechanism led to its eventual replacement. In 1903, the U.S. Army adopted the Springfield Model 1903, a bolt-action rifle that became one of the most iconic American firearms, chambered in .30-06 Springfield. The Model 1903 was based on the German Moser design and featured a 5-round internal magazine. The rifle was renowned for its accuracy, reliability, and range, making it a favorite among American soldiers. The Springfield Model 1903 saw extensive use in World War I, where it proved to be a highly effective weapon on the battlefields of Europe. The interwar period and the advent of World War II brought about further advancements in infantry rifle design. The development of semi-automatic rifles, which allowed soldiers to fire multiple rounds without manually cycling the action, represented a significant leap in firepower. The M1 Garand, adopted by the U.S. Army in 1936, was the first semi-automatic rifle to become standard issue for any military. Chambered in .30-06 Springfield, the M1 Garand featured an 8-round on-block clip and offered a much higher rate of fire compared to bolt-action rifles. General George S. Patton famously referred to the M1 Garand as the greatest battle implement ever devised, and it played a pivotal role in the Allied victory during World War II. Following World War II, the U.S. military sought to modernize its infantry weapons further. The Korean War and the early years of the Cold War highlighted the need for more advanced and versatile firearms. This led to the development of the M14 rifle, adopted in 1959. The M14, chambered in 7.62x51mm NATO, was a selective fire rifle capable of both semi-automatic and fully automatic fire. It retained the powerful .30-06 ballistics of the M1 Garand, while incorporating a detachable magazine with a 20-round capacity. The M14 saw service during the early years of the Vietnam War, but its length and weight made it less suitable for jungle warfare. In response to the changing nature of warfare and the need for a lighter, more maneuverable rifle, the U.S. military adopted the M16 rifle in the 1960s. The M16, originally developed by Eugene Stoner and chambered in 5.56x45mm NATO, featured a lightweight design and a high-capacity magazine. The M16's introduction was not without challenges. Early versions of the rifle suffered from reliability issues in the harsh conditions of Vietnam. However, subsequent improvements, including changes to the ammunition and the addition of a chrome-lined barrel, significantly enhanced the rifle's performance. The M16 and its variants have remained the standard issue infantry rifle for the US military for decades. The M16A2, introduced in the 1980s, featured numerous improvements over its predecessors, including a burst fire mode, improved sights, and a more robust construction. The M16A3 and M16A4 variants further refined the design, incorporating features such as a flat-top receiver for mounting optics and accessories. Alongside the M16, the US military also adopted the M4 carbine in the 1990s. The M4, a shorter and more compact version of the M16, was designed to offer greater maneuverability in close-quarters combat. Chambered in the same 5.56x 45mm NATO cartridge, the M4 featured a collapsible stock and a shorter barrel, making it ideal for use by paratroopers, special operations forces, and vehicle crews. The M4 has since become widely used across various branches of the US military, complementing the M16 in many roles. The ongoing evolution of infantry rifles continues to be driven by advancements in technology and the changing requirements of modern warfare. The US military has explored various new rifle designs and calibers to enhance the effectiveness of its infantry forces. One such development is the Next Generation Squad Weapon NGSW program, which aims to replace the M4 and M249 Squad automatic weapon with more advanced firearms chambered in a new 6.8mm caliber. The goal is to provide soldiers with increased range, accuracy, and lethality, addressing the limitations of the current 5.56mm and 7.62mm systems. Throughout its history, the standard issue infantry rifle of the United States has undergone numerous transformations, reflecting the continuous pursuit of improved performance and adaptability. From the flintlock muskets of the Revolutionary War to the cutting-edge rifles of today, each iteration has played a crucial role in shaping the capabilities and effectiveness of American infantry forces. The development and adoption of these rifles not only highlight technological advancements, but also underscore the evolving nature of military tactics and the importance of equipping soldiers with the best possible tools for their missions. In summary, the history of the standard issue infantry rifle of the United States is a testament to the relentless drive for innovation and improvement in military technology. Each rifle, from the early muskets to the modern assault rifles, has contributed to the effectiveness and success of American infantry forces. As technology continues to advance and the nature of warfare evolves, the development of new and more capable rifles will remain a critical priority for ensuring the readiness and superiority of the US military.